Hello, all. A question that I get a lot as a strength conditioning coach will say, Coach, I want to get bigger. Do I consume more protein or do I take in more protein? And this is a very broad question. Um, so, on this topic of, I want to get bigger, do I consume more protein? It depends on how your training is going. Of course, obvious from one is, have you been working out? Simple. Have you been working out? Yes or no? Then obviously by working out it helps lead to you becoming stronger. You tear down your muscle repairs itself. So since you're an athlete, all right, so this is where protein is way more important. The researchers, Stark, Lukaszuk, Prawitz, and Salacinski, 2012 article of protein timing and its effects on muscular hypertrophy, strength, in individuals engaged in weight training of the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition, said protein intake is important for those that are in competition, weight training athletes, swimmers, basketball players. So what these guys did in this study is they took a look at different data of other athletes, people in competition, and wanted to see like how important was the timing of the protein, right? So we're getting into the area here of, okay, so I'm taking more protein. What about the supplementation? Or, coach, I'm not a big fan of supplements. Can I have my chicken sandwich before? Can I have it after my workouts? Yes, you can. So then it is, I've the timing of these things is it's widely discussed. There have been studies on when you can have it, when you can take it, of course. And, there's been lots of studies such as, eggs, types of protein, essential amino acids. And so, these researchers state, that that those who engage in weight training, according to Stark et al. In his publication of 2012, that you want to consume about 1 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. So it says those who are not engaged in weightlifting, with the intent of gaining muscle mass, the requirements are 0.8. Now, you're an athlete, okay? So reading from this published article, 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram. So from there, I would take that information and kind of keep it in your head so that when you go out and you're talking with a nutritionist or do some research, is this the right area that I have to be in? So when you go and talk to a nutritionist, you're making their job a lot easier because you're explaining to them, hey, I was reading and checking out this information, this article, and I was reading about it, that was published. They said 1.2 to 2 grams. So, and you take that times your body weight, this is how much I need. According to Cermak, Res de Groot, Saris, and Loon, 2012. It's been well established that amino acid and protein administration after resistance type exercise stimulates muscle protein, which results in muscle protein accretion, or understanding this, getting bigger. Now, according to Tipton and Wolfe, 2004, and their article "Protein and Amino Acids for Athletes," trying to look for like how much protein that do I need. They state that furthermore, a specific protein recommendation based solely on the quantity of protein ingested per day is dependent on the assumption that that nitrogen retention and thus muscle hypertrophy is matched directly with protein intake. So with that, that's where you're going to have to talk to a nutritionist or your doctor that, just consuming more protein, there may be some other things that you also need to consume. They go on to say that clearly regulation of the post exercise response of net muscle protein balance to nutrient ingestion is much more complex than simple quantification of protein ingestion. Okay, 30 plus 30 grams, that's it. No, there's more to it. And many other factors, type, amount of amino acids that you can consume, protein digestive properties, timing of nutrient intake in relation to the exercise, and other nutrients, concurrent ingestion of other nutrients, and total energy intake. All these influence muscle and whole body anabolism. So that's why it's important to find out through the nutritionist that you're meeting with that any given amount of protein, the response of the protein anabolism will vary depending on exactly what is eaten and when. You need to do some research and talk with a nutritionist to find out exactly what you got to have and when is the correct time to consume it.